It's been a while, but my website is updating. It will take a few minutes. So I'll log in a second, but for now, this is what's happening. I need to disconnect my mouse. Um, it's been a while. I can check the to-do list real quick. Start dev, because this is still on. Just the test is not working. So move last line. We can do that. We can do a little bit of time. I don't want to spend too much time. Not because I'm tired. I'm not at all tired. Um, and not at all because I have anything to do. Um, I just kind of prefer to do other things. I think. A 20-minute break isn't that bad. It's been a while since my brain worked. Um, I should get it though. Also, the server code is on the test site, so once it were, I don't know, maybe uh oh ever after and changed my ideas, they have gone through and through me like water and altered the color of my mind. And this is one. I'm going to tell it, but take care not to smile at any part of it. Um, 100% when I'm talking, uh, it's it's useless. So I'm gonna just take a break from it. So I think, okay. So first idea, we could uh, edit to-do list brain Storm. We'll do 17. Remove last line on console open option. So we can ignore the option and just worry about the functionality first. And we want to kind of make it so it's flexible. So I'm thinking we need some way to track amount of lines on console output. So that means actually we should probably focus on the console output first. So we're going to skip all that. We're actually going to change this then. Or we're going to put this up here. Delete that, save that to the server, and then we're going to erase again. And then we're going to think about how to do that. If there's any break down the steps. So console, we can actually just copy paste it. That's what this is for. It's in my buffer. That's cool. Should I? Buffer versus clipboard. Primary selection is typically used by terminal selecting text and pasting it by pressing the middle mouse button. As in select the text and then primary copy is a good name for it. Not limited to terminals, but clipboard provides with the MS. The data resides in the buffer. Oh. So if I do this, but then I do that. Oh wait. Oh wait, how can I copy some? Oh. Yeah. Because I think this is a copy rather than a buffer, or else I wouldn't be able to. So if I do this and then Control V, it's a copy. So wait, what? No, wait, that doesn't make sense. I must have misunderstood. But I guess that doesn't matter. Reading this, I kind of understood it as buffer, as in like. I guess it doesn't say that it's a buffer, but it would be using the same thing, but it's not. You can middle click, paste, and they're two different things. They can have two different. They're stored in two different places or something. Okay, so we should be good. Give me a second to log in here. Simple. Um, oh, I yawned. One more race. Last one. There can be no light without the dark, and so it is with magic. Myself, I strive to live within the light. I just love this keyboard layout. There's only one letter I hate about it, but it's otherwise perfect. And that letter is the letter L. Because L is more common than what would have been there, which is P. So that means my right pinky is doing way too much work and is stretching way too far up the keyboard. Dvorak. But otherwise, it is completely perfect. I don't think rolling versus non-rolling is QWERTY rolling or non-rolling. Am I gonna get a answer to this? I would guess that QWERTY has more rolling than Dvorak, since Dvorak was made intentionally not to roll. And in that case, I didn't. It's the clear noticeable difference is how often you have to press a key. That's incredibly more noticeable. Like very much so. Like the difference between some letters and other letters, it's pretty crazy. Like the letter T, E, R, there, they, this, that. It's the, they, there, this, that, there. Them, there, that, this. Um, uh, I'm sorry, I can't think of any more. Oh, hurry up. Console output, toggle option, Yeah. I could take a look. I think it's actually in CL where the actual drawing is written. If not, maybe base. But we'll take a look at that. And from there, once I reread that part, we should be good. So let's take a look at CL. Edit. Cat CL. It wouldn't be this one, but... Oh, it would be this one. Ah. And T is here. Cat base. We should have T, right? So we got text, line draw equals top. Okay, we got function. We probably don't need to make it faster, and I don't see a way to... Like, I kind of do, but I think functionality here, it'll work fine. Function background. Not important. Okay, so that gets passed. So I think we need the... Oh, I just had a brilliant idea. Okay, so... But I'm gonna have to write in the to-do list because it might be a little bit too complicated. So... How do I explain this? Simple. We just have a command named select. So whenever you're in here, you type your command, maybe get an output, shows up for 5 seconds and then disappears, right? That's default behavior. You can maybe add a behavior where quickly change the option where it stays or whatever long term feature, but generally default behavior. Good all around. And it's mostly conventional when there's other stuff on the screen. Where the output might take space. So, but I wanted a history, right? So that way if there's a long command or a command you don't remember or a command you want to do again, and of course, I don't want to use... I want the option to not use the arrow keys. I guess the arrow keys would probably be quicker for a lot of people. And I'd have to switch layers. I have to switch layers to get my arrow keys. So I'm going to include the functionality of not doing that by once, like let's say I wanted to either go back to line or maybe just look at the output. Maybe 5 seconds wasn't long enough because I'm copying the output to somewhere else or something. So you would just type in select and then you would basically have it kind of like a mini document where you're able to just move up and down. And that's all you really need to do. Move it up and down and maybe copy paste. move up and down, copy, paste. Move up and down with this is for my layout. See, I like my editor. I accidentally added an extra space, but I saw it. Command name select. I need to be more specific here. Bite-sized chunks. Command name select. Default behavior equal 5 set disappear. And up arrow to bring history back up and enter. Move up and down with C, copy, paste. Enter to re-enter. That's it. That is main thing. So now even more bite-sized chunks. What would be first out of all these? So we got default 5 seconds to disappear. So I'm thinking, make what we're doing smaller. Just send a small output, put it on the screen. But I think that's the wrong idea. Because that'll just needing to remove that code. I'm thinking what we should concentrate is on the history of it. So what we could do, just focus on creating a history of command. Oh wait. Oh, there should be two. Okay, so you could select output or where's the pipe symbol? Maybe just command named select history. Okay, so because I just realized it doesn't make sense to mix up the outputs with the history, and when you're going back up and down. Okay, so that means two different things. Okay, so I'm gonna have to rewrite it a little bit. Command named select. I shouldn't be typing this twice. I won't type it twice for the next one. I'll try use my editor to its full potential. Command select named select output. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that. Oh. We're gonna need. Is that good? Do we need copy paste with this? Yeah, we could do that. Up arrow to bring history back. So the up arrow doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I think it's gonna be have to be commands and or arrow right here. I need a, there we go. Um, no, nope. Um, I think that's good. So we're gonna focus on creating a history of commands. So I don't know, an array doesn't matter. Console, con, console dot log that history. Just temporarily. We don't need to focus on that bite-sized chunks. But this is only the history. For output, we need a separate um, history for output. Okay. I don't know. My stuff is buggy, so just think. Okay, so there we go. Should reload the page. I edited it kind of fast though. So we don't need to worry about Slack here, but we could kind of think about it. Since I already got the cats in the background. By cats I mean the command cat on the files. And there's multiple of them. My brain went blank. What am I doing? I got reminded. I got reminded by the Slack and the viewable lines. Why are there so many console logs? Slack 22 viewable lines, line them out. I'm thinking maybe we do something fancy here. Um, so we could create. Oh my god, it's already been 28 minutes. We could create the history for the commands really quick. We might be able to create a separate history. This 5 seconds to disappear. Seconds to disappear. Okay, basically, uh, when this playing stuff, um, pa pa ra pa 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 ra pa pa, uh, uh, focus on doing. Oh, this is gonna be so painful. 'Cause, it's gonna be so wrong in so many places, but it's for the best. So focus on redoing uh width and height of editor within website, aka step 1 to uh, multiple file editing. What I mean by that is, so right now, when you see how when I change the actual web page, it like let's say the window's pretty small, right? And then I go to oops, I just went to a random website. Let's say I were to edit the to-do list. There's 25 lines being displayed, but if I resize the window, 34. But when it was 25, the 34 wasn't actually there. Um, with this stuff, it does the math to know how much it needs to do. Does it just do the whole thing? Um, but it does that based on the width and height of the actual. I don't even know what was the proper thing anymore. It does it. Um, what's this called? The canvas height fills up the window space. The window space is the browser window. The browser window width is basically the canvas height, and we're using the canvas height as the border, aka what's used to do the calculations in how many lines to display. Well, what we need to change is instead of using the, I'll simplify it, the browser window, we need to use the browser window in conjunction to a possible set value. So, resizing the browser window and everything should work like normal, except it also has to account for you putting basically a cap. And by cap means, even though right now this line, there's 43 lines, and then it could display 43 lines, if we were to put a cap, like not to go to a certain pixel height, aka the pixel height of line number 22, uh, instead of all 43 lines being displayed, it would display up to 22, and the rest would be blank. Um, that way, the thing is, that's okay, right? That just takes a little bit of work to get into. But what I need to think about is how I know, like, let's say you were to set it to a certain pixel height and have it stay there. and you're making the window really small, it should not render. Or if it's really big, it should render. But what would be the default behavior? I think the sorry, I think the default behavior. Oh, so the default behavior would be kind of like a full screen mode, where whatever variable we're using to set that limit, uh, that's useful. But here's the thing, right? So this stuff actually gets this like canvas height stuff that stays the same because it's not related to editor. The editor would use the limits. The limits can be you would just set the variable of the limits. Use the limits. Stuff like that. But then the variable of the limits would be set to actual canvas height. Uh, or changed if it needs to. But by default, it's always set to the canvas height. And for example, on the 5-second disappear, um, it would get set back to the canvas height. Would be the temporary functionality right now. If the output is over okay, so I completely understand the behavior. I might need to explain that in text on the to-do list to make sure I don't forget. When displaying stuff, focus on redoing the width and height. So you got width and h equal canvas height, or width and h equal canvas minus output and width and h is equal to is how do we say is a limit. Perfect. And I think as long as I use variables correctly, with resizing, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I might might to look into what resizing does. Okay. Proletari 38. Oh, okay. Let's see. What is this? Is this like default behavior? Should I actually do this some other time? Um. Okay. CL straight. I'm gonna put a question mark because I'm not sure about this one. Uh, CL dot CL CL and edit CL and view CL. Was it cat CL cat edit CL cat VCL? Oh my god, there's three different. How does that even make any sense? Why is the VC? Oh wait, not status. I was gonna say, why is the VCLs a VCL so long? Cat CL. What does CL? Dude, oh, what was that file for? I don't remember. I have three files that control the command line. I'm so lost. I think they splice into each other, but it doesn't look. Oh, is it replaced? Hmm. It might be replaced. It might be just changed what's necessary, but just ended up being everything changed. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Okay, so we would have to change it on three different files. Uh, I'm gonna just do this. Why not? Easy. Um, every time I'm like just 5 more minutes, and then 5 minutes pass like it's nothing. Um, I could do it for one of them. I would want to test it though. Okay, so maybe not. It's Monday.